throne is Prince Andrew. He's giving up all of his royal titles and honours, including the Duke of York. You've all seen all the clips by him. We know he doesn't sweat. We know he enjoys Pizza Express. So let's get straight in with the panel. Adam Brooks, I will start with you. So he says that he's decided to do this because he's always put his family and his country first.
What a load of nonsense. I wouldn't trust this man with anything. I think he's a creep. I think he's seedy. I think he's brought shame on the royal family, shame on the country. He's embarrassed us on the world stage. To have a friend like Epstein says it all for me. I think there's more to come out. The email where he ended it like, let's play again soon. Look, you just have to use your imagination with that. I'm not accusing him of anything. Obviously, I don't want to be sued. But that man is atrocious. And I can't bear to look at him on our TV screens.
Well, what do we make of that? People broadly agree with that? Yeah. Cristo, we often call you broadcasting royalty.
Yes.
Do you now want to distance yourself from that?
No, because soon I'll be the only one left that is not plagued with scandal, and that's saying something, to be quite honest. I mean, I love the statement as well. In discussion with the king, he was dragged in and was told, sorry. And do you remember a few weeks ago, so I'm joining up dots now here, do you remember a few weeks ago, and I think we discussed it on the show, Prince William was saying, I'm going to modernise the royal family, and we were saying, what would he do? What could he do? Like, we can't slim it down anymore. Well, actually, I think that was a hint to say, well, when I'm king, he's out on his ear. And I think that is actually what's happened now. This, to me, it stinks of William. This is Prince William saying, we want him out because there's probably more to come out, firstly, that it is tainting the royal family completely. I mean, he's trying to be honourable, as you said, by saying, I'm putting my duty and my family and my country first. Well, you weren't doing any of that when you were emailing Epstein, were you? Or
sort of lying to his mother.
And visiting him to say, I need to not be... I mean, imagine going to visit a paedophile to say, sorry, I don't want to be your friend anymore. Yeah. I mean, that is just... that wasn't thinking about your country then. I mean, he is just monumentally dishonourable. He's also as thick as two short planks because, he's never had to have any common sense. I mean, he has people putting toothpaste on a toothbrush for him, so why would he have the common sense to think, I won't be friends with a pedo?
Well, there are also, quite persistent interviews of people who have, at times worked around the royal estate who have said that he's not a particularly nice chap in terms of the way he treats staff and in terms of the way he talks to people and all of that, playing into that entitled Andy thing there as well. A couple of points as well. I think what's really driven this home as well is that in the last week we've had him embroiled in another Chinese spy scandal. That's his second one. We've also had Virginia Giuffre's posthumous, what do you call it, memoir, I don't know, autobiography, whatever it is, in which she says some incredibly seedy things about him. Like he basically thought that having sex with her was his birthright. He denies all of that, by the way. But the
picture, we've got the picture of them together as well. Let's not forget that, which he thinks might have been doctored.
Yeah, well, with Prince Andrew, it turns out there's always a picture. So we've had it with the Chinese spy thing, again, shaking hands with another guy who's believed to be a Chinese spy master. The Epstein email. This is all in the last week, and it looks as though the palace have just gone, you're done.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's absolutely crazy that he's saying I've always put my family and my country first. I mean, he completely lacks any humility whatsoever. He's clearly a man with a very inflated ego. A lot of people who have dealt with him would say along the lines of the fact that he's a very arrogant man to deal with. And I think it's crazy that he has clung on for this long. I mean, the scandals just do not stop coming. He's still going to be, it would seem, staying in the Royal Lodge and clinging on to it. It's a 30-room property.
Thank God they're not calling it the Royal Cottage anymore, because that's not a word I think that should be associated with him.
I know. I mean, if he was going to do the right thing and be humble, then ages ago he would have removed himself, got rid of the title of the Duke of York, and just left that place, left that residence, and just gone and lived a separate life somewhere else and stay quiet. But then he's continued to try and show up to things. He turned up to the King's coronation, for example, and they're just trying to get rid of him. He's like a bad smell that you just can't get rid of.
Yeah, a couple of other points of...
He's clearly been pushed as opposed to this being his own decision.
Absolutely. Have you had a random call lately from a strange number, maybe trying to sell you something or even scam you? If so, your info could be out there. That's because of data brokers, shady companies that scrape the internet for your personal details and sell them to marketers or even scammers. These days, scammers can even use AI to mimic your friends' voices and trick you into sending money. It's not just annoying. Data brokers often target vulnerable people with high-interest loans or sketchy offers. But there is a solution. Incogni, the sponsor of this video. Incogni contacts data brokers on your behalf and requests your info be deleted from their databases. And because your data can keep popping up, Incogni keeps sending removal requests to make sure it stays gone. They've just launched a new unlimited plan with custom removals. If you find your info on a weird website, just send them the link and their privacy team will work to get it taken down. Getting started is easy. Hit the link in the description, create your account and let Incogni handle the rest. It's risk-free for 30 days and you'll get 60% off an annual plan with the code GBNews. Take back control of your data with Incogni. A couple of other points here, some questions that people might be asking. So, will Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie's titles be affected? No, so they're still, but it's not their fault, is it? It's not their fault, their dad is, I suppose. We've also got, will he still be called a prince? We spoke about this earlier. Yes, that's because of his birth. It would require an act of parliament to change that. So, and also as well, in terms of the Sarah, Duchess of York, what's her title going to be? Well, for many years, she's just used Sarah Ferguson in a professional capacity. So it looks as though she's just going to continue to live with him, and that's going to be her setup. And
she's tainted as well, though, by the Epstein emails.
Well, yeah, it's part of why they get on.
Well, all of the charities have dropped her now, so both of them are just
in disgrace.
Exactly. Well, let's bring up Barry Gardner on this. So, Barry, would you support? Because Keir Starmer would essentially have to pass an act of parliament to get him stripped of the prince title. Would you support that?
Look, I think there would be conversations between Number 10 and the palace before that could happen. But I just want to say I think the King's done exactly the right thing in forcing him to step down. If it was, as Cristo suggests, initiated by Prince Harry, then good on, by Prince William, then good on Prince William. And I think the whole nation will breathe a sigh of relief that we now can stop talking about him.
I don't know whether we will, because I think more will come out. But also, like the gravity of this. I mean, this is unbelievable that the King's brother, a duke, has had this stripped from him. That is absolutely just unbelievable.
I believe this is the first time it's happened since 1917.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I just can't. Should they have done it earlier? Do you think?
Yes.
I get that he's doing the right thing now, and I do want to. As Barry's rightly said, actually, I think we should be praising the palace for ultimately making the right decision here, wherever that's come from. Absolutely, but should it not have just happened earlier?
Look, can I just say, was it the Queen that put up the money for the payoff?
She helped him pay it off. 12 million quid.
At the end of the day, then the royals are complicit in that, in my opinion. That was a terrible look. You do not... If I was accused of something, I would want to clear my name. I would not be paying someone off if I was innocent.
But the idea was that the Queen helped pay for this because she thought that would clear the air. Yeah. Same with the Emily Maitlis interview.
And she was dying.
She signed off on this thinking this would clear the air, and then he said all sorts of silly things in that interview. Strange claims about Pizza Express and the sweating condition and all sorts.
That's probably where they're hosting a surprise, farewell dukedom party is in Pizza Express in Woking at the moment. They're thrilled that from now on they won't be associated
Heating on Max.
Exactly.
Heating on Max. Everyone's just sweating. There you go. Go on, Barry.
No, I think, the Queen was the most amazing stateswoman, but she was also a mother. I think it must be very difficult to come to terms being a mother if your son if you feel that your son is disgracing you, the family, or anybody else. And so I understand why it could not happen until her passing, but I think the royal family and the household has done the right thing now.
Well, she loved him so much. She gave him the corgis. I do hope he's keeping them well groomed.
Let just quickly on that, I would not defend my son if he was embroiled in a possible paedophile
of course not.
case.
Yeah.
I would not stand by any family member that was involved in that or allegedly involved.
But I'm sure she did not believe that he was.
Yes, well, exactly, and also, well, we'll just say the final sentence of Prince Andrew's statement. As I have said previously, I vigorously deny the accusations against me. Now, Barry said something quite good there as well, not for the first time, of course, which was that maybe we can stop talking about him, and we are now going to stop talking about him until a little bit later on.